Hi, this is Rachel from couponsdowork.com, and my question of the day, I was just thinking about this. I was watching a rerun of Housewives of Atlanta, and I didn't really watch it during the season because I just did not have time to watch TV. Heaven forbid. No, when my kids go to sleep, I'm exhausted. I may work on my website for about an hour, and then I just go to sleep because I have to get up at 6 a.m. for my daughter's elementary school. So for her bus. So the, I was thinking about one of the people on there, Kenya Moore. As you know, she won Miss Michigan and Miss USA back in 1993, and I kept wondering how I knew like that name Kenya Moore. It's a household name at this point, but like her face just seemed familiar. It wasn't the fact that, oh, she's on the Housewives of Atlanta. It was the fact that I knew her from somewhere, like really knew her. And then I looked at old photographs of her winning back in 93. And I was like, oh my God, wait a minute. I met her. I thought that was random. If you saw my last video blog about my accents, growing up in Michigan. Yes, I'm a Michiganian. I'm proud of it. And back in the 93, I think this was when she won. It was such a long time ago. I was in middle school, so, I'm in my 30s now, so just imagine what it was in middle school. I was about the age of when Crisscross came out, and they do Jump, Jump. I love that song, and it's very sad what happened to that the singer. May he rest in peace, because it was very sad. He was very young, and we were the same age. So, anyway. And when I was in middle school, I was bullied a lot. The popular kids made fun of me. I wasn't unpopular, but I wasn't popular. I was there. And it was around the time I think I wanted, again, it's such a long time ago, but I wanted to get into modeling. I had 3 older sisters who modeled, and I was like, I want to get out of school. I just want to get out of this bully life and just meet people and, get out of just see the world. So I went to a modeling school, which I do not recommend. You should never ever pay to go to modeling school. It is a waste of money, and you're not guaranteed to get a job. But at the time, I got a window modeling job. It was unpaid for $5.79, a teen clothing store. And I was doing window modeling, so I had to strike a pose. It was fun back in the day. And I remember my first modeling gig, and I told the guy I had a huge crush on, and everybody was totally cool about that. And then this one kid came up to me during lunch, and it's one of those memories that you can't forget. Every time you hear his name or see his face, excuse me, you just can't forget. And so what happened was this kid came up to me with this little posse and goes, "So Rachel, I hear you got a modeling job for what? Dog food commercial? Heh, heh, heh." He had a raspy voice. Years later, I grew to have a crush on him, but I just disliked him for what he did. And it was very hurtful. So, anyways, I was in the mall with my grandmother, and my grandparents had raised me, which I loved, wonderful people. And my grandma happened to see a woman who was Kenya Moore. She was in the mall or shopping. I don't know what she was doing. It might have been PR work. I don't know. This is back in the 90s, so I don't remember every detail. And my grandmother knew I was having trouble with these kids that were always mean to me. And I never spoke back to them. I would come home crying, but I would never tell my family I was crying, but they knew. And so, I'm a sensitive person. And anyway, my grandmother walked up to her and knew that, because I'm not going to listen to my grandma for advice, how to deal with, how to get confidence. And she says, let me ask you a question, and she says, of course you may. And she says, can you give my granddaughter some advice on confidence? And I wrote this down before I made this blog, so I'm looking on the computer. She says, she needs to hear it from someone other than me. Kids are making fun of her, and, she's a very sensitive girl, and she needs to get some confidence, And my grandmother, I guess from seeing her on TV, and I remember watching her getting crowned, so, I remember her, she was a role model, and she talks about Atlanta Housewives, how she is a role model. She was, and she is. And anyways, what she said to her, to my grandmother, and I was next to my grandmother, she said, "Hold your head up high and smile and act like you do not care." And I remember that advice, and, that's the reality of it. Kids make fun of you. People are always going to try to get you down, no matter who you are. The most popular kid gets made fun of, and sadly, the most unpopular kid makes fun of. Everyone gets made fun of. Celebrities get made fun of, It's unfortunate, and it is a sad thing. People should not be bullied. But that advice from Miss Moore, and of course my grandmother telling me the same thing, helped me years later to, not in middle school so much, but in high school, I started saying, you know what? I don't care what they think. People can try to get me down, but it ain't going to happen. And, I guess if I saw Miss Moore, her being on Housewives of Atlanta, I guess one thing I would like to tell her if she ever saw my video blog was, thank you so much. Of course, I was a little kid in the 90s, and it was awesome just, meeting you, but you gave advice to me, and I really appreciate that. And you are a role model for people. You were a role model for me. You gave me some advice, and again, I just want to say thank you. So if y'all are watching this video blog and you can pass this message on to Miss Moore, just tell her that someone just wants to tell you thank you for being a role model and just giving advice that really helped, because in the end, she is gone with the wind fabulous, and she is fabulosity, and I've caught myself saying that a couple of times. So it's awesome seeing her on that show and just knowing that, oh yeah, I met her before. So anyways, this is Rachel from couponsdowork.com, and I hope you enjoyed my beautiful artwork for my 2-year-old who drew on it the other day. I will paint it at some point, probably this summer when I have time. I'm going to have to hire people, and I'm just picking up paint colors. Probably do my Spanish theme I always wanted to do. I'm obsessed with Spain. So anyways, hope you have a great day, and enjoy your beautiful, sunny, hot Atlanta if you're in Atlanta watching this, or hope you have good weather. Bye.